No makeup, no special lighting, no editing. We're going to film this raw kasi today we're going to talk about self-awareness. Let's go. Hi, and welcome to the Trying Hard with Lyqa podcast, where we talk about the difficult things in life, how we struggle, and how we can struggle together naman. I'm here for you. So if you want more conversations about life, yourself, your challenges, and kung gusto niyo rin malaman yung mga bagay na natutuhan ko, the easy way or the hard way, go ahead and hit follow so we can have longer conversations together. Okay? Now, again, today is all about self-awareness and dahil kakabit niya ito, kung ano na rin ang self-confidence at self-consciousness. Now, maraming mga iba-ibang definitions ang mga terms na ito. And it's very important for us to start this conversation with the same na definitions that we can work on. Okay? Now, we're going to start with self-confidence or being self-confident. Now, ang definition niyan is behaving calmly because you have no doubts about your ability or knowledge, according to the Cambridge Dictionary. Now, totoo naman na yon ang definition ng pagiging self-confident. Someone who is self-confident knows that kaya nila kung ano man ang ibabato sa kanila ng buhay, kaya nila yung mga challenges na yan, confident sila. And if you want a deeper dive about confidence and my tips on how to be more confident or at least seem confident, meron tayo niyan on an earlier episode, hanapin nyo na lang. Pero I would just say this, that ang pagiging self-confident, when taken too far, as with every other thing in this world, nagiging negative din siya. So too much self-confidence and too much belief in your capability, even if hindi naman talaga kaya, is also wrong. However, for a lot of us, hindi tayo umaabot dun sa point na yun. So, hindi natin, syempre, hindi natin problema talaga na sumobra tayo ng self-confidence kasi kulang pa nga tayo doon. Doon na papasok yung other side of the coin, sabihin na natin, which is self-consciousness. Now, ang pagiging self-conscious, meron siyang psych definition, okay, in psychology, which is not necessarily wrong. To be self-conscious just means that you know na meron kang, sabihin natin, level of consciousness, merong self behind the self na nakalabas sa mundo, and that you can work on that. However, for our conversation today, we're going to focus on the other definition of being self-conscious, which is being too nervous or too uncomfortable with yourself kasi you're worried about what other people think or how they perceive you. Ulitin ko yon, ha. We're not talking about the self-consciousness as in aware ako sa mga nangyayari sa buhay ko. We will set that aside for later. We're talking about self-consciousness here as in yung hindi mo alam kung ano yung isusuot mo kasi feeling mo i-judge ka ng mga tao, hindi mo alam kung ano yung sasabihin mo or hindi ka na nagsasalita. Kasi masyado kang conscious or masyado kang sensitive, masyado kang scared or anxious about what other people will say about you or what other people think about you. And I would say na itong klase ng consciousness na to, of course, is negative. It keeps us from trying. It keeps us from improving. And being too self-conscious would actually get you stuck in a certain situation. And the sad part is, if you're too self-conscious, sinasara mo rin yung pinto sa improvement, sinasara mo yung pinto sa opportunities. And even if you're actually very capable sa paggawa ng isang bagay, we miss out on those things kasi nga natatakot tayo na may isipin ng iba tungkol sa atin. Now, dito ko na rin sasabihin na I grew up with and around people who are both self-confident and meron din ako mga kalakihan or kababata na self-conscious. There are adults in my life as a child na self-conscious, meron ding mga self-confident. And dahil nga siguro, introvert ako, dahil din may social anxiety ako, I spend more time people watching or observing people that I've learned a number of things dito sa journey na ito. And I've also learned na even though I am very self-conscious, I was very self-conscious then. I still am quite self-conscious now. Just ask Zandy kasi she knows how much I overthink kung ano yung mga isusuot ko or kung ano yung mga sasabihin ko about bagay-bagay in certain situations. But I've learned that there is a way for us to combat this. And one of the things that we need to do sa beginning ng journey nito is just to name them. In a conversation I had with people dun sa UNDP summit that I attended in Bangkok this year, I merong conversation about uh, naming demons na tinatawag. Now, of course, we're not talking about actual demons here, but naming your struggles, the things that you're battling with, let's call it kung ano man sila. And when you name things, sa akin, very important yun eh. Very important yung definition, very important to call a spade, yung talagang alam mo kung sino siya, alam mo kung ano siya, at tawagin mo siyang gano'n. Kasi feeling ko doon nagsisimula yung healing, doon nagsisimula yung, okay, ano yung pwede kong gawin tungkol dito. And when it comes to being too self-conscious, we have to really have this admission na we struggle with that. So ako, when I say na I tend to be self-conscious, I know for a fact na it's not a good thing. And yun nga, it keeps me from being, sabihin na natin, my fullest self. Now, the problem here is, and with so many other things in life, is that people stop at that. Like, they would notice something na, ay, ako kasi itong problema ko, masyado akong self-conscious. And then they stop there. Okay, parang may silent resignation na tinanggap na lang nila na, okay, kasi self-conscious ako. Okay, that's it. And then you walk away. But my challenge for you, because you're listening to this episode and you found this podcast, and again, you're here, maybe dipping your toes, maybe may nakita kayong video ko recently or nabalitaan niyo tong podcast na to, shinare sa inyo. But even dun sa mga bago sa conversation na to, ang goal natin here is to push yourself a little further. Hindi naman sobrang layo out of your comfort zone, but just a little further na when we tell ourselves na hindi kasi ako self-conscious ako, hindi katulad niya, tamo siya o self-confident siya. Itulak lang natin ng konti na, baka may pwede akong gawin para ma-improve yung sarili ko, para hindi naman ako forever self-conscious. Now, for those din na sobrang self-confident, and you've heard people tell you this, usually kasi in my experience, people who are too self-confident, hindi lang basta self-confident, parang yung mga tumawid na, alam niyo yun, yung sumobra na yung delusions of grandeur nila minsan. Sa iba na nila ito naririnig eh. Pero when someone tells you na, alam mo, ang sobrang confident mo, or ang presko mo, sobrang confident mo. Meron ding one thing that could help combat that. And doon na papasok yung self-awareness, which is something that I've been lobbying for years. Pag-uusapan natin yan, but before we do that, this is just a quick little break, okay?
I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, and here's why. This is the official planner para sa mga tryhards. I created this planner with one goal, which is to make a planner that's good enough for you to destroy. Anong ibig sabihin ko dyan? Alam ko yung feeling na bagong-bago yung planner mo, mabango pa, at dahil ang ganda-ganda niya, parang ayaw mong sulatan. Kaya I wanted something na pagkahawak ninyo, gustong-gusto nyo ng simulan na sulatan kahit pangit ang handwriting mo o wala kang maisulat. This planner is undated, parang ikaw. Which means you can start using it or stop using it whenever, hanggat may space pa siya. This planner may also be the best worst-looking planner you'll ever get. Anong ibig sabihin ko dyan? This planner comes with its own ink stains, coffee stains, doodles, at kung ano-ano pa, para hindi ka ma-threaten. Kasi nga, di ba, mabuti nang magulo yung planner pero maayos yung buhay, kesa maayos yung planner pero magulo yung buhay. Now, paano naman yung mga walang plano? Pwede rin to sa'yo. It includes its own set of activities para matulungan ka to find kahit one goal lang for this next year. So that's it. This is the I Don't Just Try, I Try Hard planner for tryhards like me. And whether you're using this planner, another type of planner, old pages from old notebooks, or printouts like I did before, what matters most is not the planner itself, but how you use it. Use it well.
Get yours today by messaging the Lyqa Maravilla Facebook page.
All right, welcome back to our podcast, part 2 tayo. So we already talked about self-confidence and self-consciousness. Right now, self-awareness naman tayo. Na ano ba ibig sabihin ng pagiging self-aware? Sa akin, ihiwalay natin 'to dun sa definition ng self-conscious, okay? Kasi sometimes, again, lalo na in clinical settings na pag-interchange ito, no? Pero I'm going to define self-awareness as having that conscious knowledge of one's behavior, character, or basically your present kung sino ka, okay? Your present self. And to me, self-awareness isn't self-consciousness kasi it's not just being paranoid about what other people think of you. Sa akin, self-awareness is having um, close to accurate na description of who you are. Knowing yourself at a certain level na alam mo kung ano yung weaknesses mo, alam mo yung strengths mo, and hindi mo hahayaan na a lot of these thoughts ay babaliin yung mga bagay na yon. Okay? To me, self-awareness is knowing your flaws, acknowledging them, but again, knowing that you can build and repair itong mga flaws na to. It's also knowing your strengths, but also knowing na hindi absolute yung mga strengths na yan, or that a lot of our skills or the good things that we have sa atin can also be taken away kung hindi natin to gagamitin or hindi natin na pagyayamanin. So sa akin, being self-aware is actually the antidote or the one thing that could help fight both self-awareness and too much self-confidence. Now, ano yung ibig sabihin nito? In an earlier episode, we talked about knowing yourself better. And for those of you who are new, I would encourage you to go and listen to that episode. But i-refresh lang natin ng kaunti or i-reframe natin ito. Sa akin, self-awareness is taking an inventory of taking stock of your strengths, of your weaknesses, your tendencies, your predilections, no? Yung mga inherent na kakayahan natin at yung mga na-develop na rin nating skills. For example kasi ako, no, and I will show you how it works in real life. The way that I handle things is, yun nga, I take stock of who I am right now. Knowing that who I am right now is actually different from who I was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 25 years ago, definitely, no? So, ibang-iba na tao yon. And what I can say about myself ay ito. Number one, that I've had the opportunity to speak with and speak to many different people. So I know that I have social anxiety. I still do. There are still bad days where I can't even form an entire sentence, no? Nagsistutter pa rin ako. Hindi ako perfect. But I know in my heart that I've had good days too. And there are times na maganda yung sinasabi ko or na yung sinasabi ko nagre-resonate siya with other people. So there's power in my words. It's not all the time, but I know that there's value in what I share or what I say. Now, yung knowledge na yun, hindi yun bagay na gagamitin ko to slap onto people who would write comments like, ano naman po tong pinagsasabi mo or you're wasting our time. It's something I tell myself whenever I'm faced with an opportunity to speak. Na kahit na kinakabahan ako, I would tell myself, yeah, but you've already spoken to so many audiences before. You've given talks, you've shared your knowledge, your experience, and people have found wisdom in those. So it's okay. Let yourself speak. Because self-aware ako about or aware ako about my strength or at least my capability, nalalabanan ko yung thoughts that would lead to being self-conscious. Now, sa weaknesses din, ganun. For example, I know that I'm still very depressive, no? Kailangan ba ng trigger warning here? But yeah, I have tendencies to be very sad. I still am living with persistent depressive disorder, which means when the weather is like this, no, na laging gloomy, laging dark yung clouds, which is actually the reason why I have my windows open dito sa office ko ngayon kasi I need as much sunlight as I could these days, lalo na dahil ngayon lang medyo hindi umuulan. Alam ko na ganun pa rin ako. Alam ko na this time of the year would be extra challenging for me kasi it's around this time in 2021 that I lost my lola, my tita Del, and Brian, and so many people. My uncle as well, no? In a period of a few weeks, I lost so many of the people I loved. So I'm still in grief. especially because I really love my lola so much. So dahil alam ko itong mga tendencies na 'to, sabihin natin may self-awareness din ako about my, depressive tendencies. This is the time in my life that I tend to cling to the people I love. So, when I feel sad, nagsisimula pa lang, like sinasabi ko na siya or at least, I reached out for help. Knowing that again, that's what I need right now. Knowing that if I wear black all the time, it kind of affects my mood, and that self awareness keeps me from falling into this spiral. Now, I'm not saying again na disclaimer lang na hindi ko sinasabi na yun ang cure for depression. What I'm saying is that I know myself na sa akin hindi nakakatulong itong mga bagay na 'to. So, dahil alam ko hindi siya nakakatulong, hindi ko siya gagawin. At yung mga bagay na nakakatulong, gagawin ko siya. Like eating healthy, making sure that I, turn in sa gabi na nahihiga ako ng maaga. I make sure na tumatayo ako, naglalakad-lakad kahit sa loob lang ng bahay kasi I need my exercise. Like all of these things, bunga siya nung self-awareness. So, what point am I trying to make here? And again, I promised na I'm going to make this episode quick. What I'm saying is that we all struggle. And we are not trying to, yun nga yung favorite na keyword ngayon sa comment section ng videos na ini-invalidate natin yung struggles ng iba. Hindi. What we're saying here is that we all struggle. And it's okay to struggle. It's part of the human experience. I don't think there's ever any person who lived and didn't struggle. But what we're saying is for those who are ready to take steps towards changing things, not even making the promise that we're going to change things for the better, but if you just want change, you want to try something, which is the entire point of this podcast anyway, there are things that we can do. And one of those is developing self-awareness. Like learning sa sarili mo and acknowledging kung ano yung weaknesses and strengths mo. This is an exercise I'm hoping that you take on. So, really quick lang siya. Again, good things, the things you like about yourself, things you don't like about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses. Who is this person you want to be? And that could be a good place to start. So that whenever we are tempted to be too self-confident or to be too self-conscious then, we have like a baseline na pwede nating balikan. Na hindi, ito yung pagkakakilala ko sa sarili ko eh. So, hindi pwedeng totoo yan. Or hindi pwedeng totoo itong thoughts na sa isip ko or itong anxieties ko. Honestly, it's been a lifesaver for me. Lalo na for yung trabaho ko. Being, sabihin natin, a content creator, whether you like it or not, of course, nasa public's eye ka. And receiving different comments and different judgments here and there. The only reason why I can keep doing what I do is because of this. My armor is my self-awareness. So yeah, don't be afraid to make fun of yourself. Don't be afraid to acknowledge your weaknesses. Don't be afraid then to admit that you have strengths kasi meron din. And kaya natin yan. Okay? All right, so let me just cut this right here. I'm going to keep this short. Again, if you want more conversations like this, go ahead and hit follow. You can also join our Trying Hard podcast community. Kung gusto mo magpapayo specifically dahil meron kang situation, of course, we will keep you guys anonymous for privacy reasons. You can go and answer the Google form at bit.ly/asklyqapod. So ASKLYQAPOD. Okay? So you can go ahead and just let us know kung ano yung sitwasyon nyo and I will try to give you advice as best as I could in our next episodes. Okay? So thanks so much for listening, and as we always say sa podcast na ito, dream. Sabi ko, hindi ako magkakat kaya i-stay natin yan, okay? Dream big, work hard, start now. And even when people call you a try hard, let them, but don't let them stop you. Tuloy lang tayo.